Good morning, YouTube. My name is Susan. I'm from Seattle, Washington. I am here to bring you the Daily Collective, and hopefully everybody is having a good start to their work week. My first card of the day here is Justice. This is all about the truth and finding balance in your life, and then we can go ahead and see what is crossing that. Crossing that is the Knight of Pentacles. This is about slow and steady progress. So the Justice can also represent, for those of you out there who may have court dates, the Knight of Pentacles is talking about slow and steady progress on either side of whatever way you define with that, define in your life with this Justice card. Whether you need to restore balance in your life, you're seeking the truth, or it could be in slow but steady progress, or if you have court dates. So now we are looking at the card that is crowning, and what we have here is the Devil. And the Devil is about toxic relationships, being in bondage, somebody in your family or you yourself, if you are in jail or whatever the case is. There is the bondage thing. There is slow but steady progress. So let's look at the past. The past is the Tower. Something shocking happened, okay? That was a shock, a situation where, it's not necessarily always a good thing. So the foundation is the Four of Cups, and this is about being withdrawn. And so let's go look to see what is coming up ahead, because this reading is a cause for concern. Okay, so what is coming up ahead is the Queen of Swords. This is a woman who has air sign type energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be one of these signs, but carries the vibe. That is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She's very intellectual. So she may have some type of influence in your life or situation. As we look at the One Self card, there is the Five of Cups. This is about disappointment, depression, or someone maybe have been drinking either over the weekend or maybe drinking today. Let's keep going to see, check the environment. And the environment is the Page of Wands. This is a messenger, a person who provides some type of message to you. And so now we are working on the Hopes and Fears, and the Hopes and Fears card is all about the Page of Cups. This can be about your children. This can be about friendships, siblings, and it can also be at the early stages of a situation, or something that is premature, or somebody young out there that is being immature. And the outcome here is talking about strength. You are going to need your strength and about this situation, and hold your courage. So we are now looking at cards for clarification here. And the first card here is the Empress. This is a card of maybe some of you being out there being a mother, or a mother to this situation. You may want to check on your mother, and it can also be about the harvest of a scenario or situation. It's like the situation finally gave birth because somebody was pregnant with it, and I'm not necessarily talking about a real pregnancy. It can be like a situation that was growing and escalating. Second card here is the Four of Swords. So you may need to go to the hospital. You may be in need of some rest or mental rest. Third card for clarification here is the Nine of Cups. So I do want you to know that even though there were all of those things that are happening or were happening that have happened, the Wish card is here, and this is where your wishes are granted, not where you make one. Okay, so that is actually really good card to have in this reading. And so now we're just going to go ahead and take one from the bottom, and here we have the Seven of Pentacles. This card here is all about waiting to see how matters develop. And from the bottom here, for perspective, I drew this card from the bottom of the deck, is the Death card. Okay, so this is actually really good too, because it looks like it's going to be the end of the situation, the death to the matter. And now we can move on over to some oracle cards to see what else we can. Okay, so we are now with the oracles, the Two Hearts Oracle, and I am going to draw 4 cards for this daily collective, and then one from the bottom, one for perspective, for a total of 6 draws, okay? We're working on draw number 1, and that is the spider web. Somebody is caught up in a web, whether that's a web of lies, or if you are caught up, like, you know, in cuffs, in jail, whatever. It doesn't have to be an actual physical jail, or it can be. It can be something that you are caught up in, and having a little bit of a sticky time trying to get out of it. And so the second card of the day, it came out in reverse, even though I'm showing it to you upright, insecurities. So it is in reverse. If you have insecurities, I suggest you turn them upside down and get confident and get ready to handle this situation, because you will need that and confidence. And the third draw here, I have 2 cards. Okay, so one is commitment. So you're going to have to be committed to this, because if you're not committed to it, things are not going to work out for you in your favor. So you need to be committed, and this is about the juggle. This juggle that is a struggle, and you may have times that are, you know, like shifty. It can go back and forth, but this is why I said you need your confidence, and strength was part of the tarot cards that came out. And so from the bottom of the deck here, I have the lucky cat. All right, it did come out in reverse, so you may have times where you feel like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? I feel so unlucky, but the game will end. Okay, this is game. It came out in reverse. The game will end. And so here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one from the top and bottom. We're going to read these together. We've got the monkey in the Chinese astrology and the 10. So the monkey has a tendency to like to play mind games. Okay, so if someone is playing mental gymnastics with you, then you're going to want to just, you know, leave me alone, all right? Just go things alone and handle it on your own. So that is what I have for today. This is for Monday, July 19th. I'll see you tomorrow for the Daily Collective again.